Hi everybody, welcome to Walker's Guide and welcome to another of the Great British Tree Search. In this series I'm looking for every single species of tree that grows in England, and we found one of our more common hedgerow trees. Here we are on a beautiful path in Weald Country Park. We'll just walk down that little path there along here, and here's a beautiful example of today's tree. Tree has a beautiful leaf. Look at that lovely rounded leaf with a quite clear drip tip at the end. That helps water come down. And without no further palaver, this is the hazel tree. This is Corylus aviana, the hazel. Hazels are one of the nicest trees we have. Now, we often coppice them. That means cutting them down to the ground or just above so they can regrow. And that material that comes off will be used for things like walking sticks, like that one in the middle there could be, or for fencing stakes like these ones here, or for a myriad of other purposes. And of course, you also get the nut, like this one here. And where's that nut used? Well, things like Nutella and Ferrero Rocher and whole nut chocolate bars, hazelnut butter obviously, and for feeding squirrels and the dormouse. They've got two types of dormice that we talk about in the UK. We have the gliss or the edible dormouse that was introduced and is mainly found in areas around Hertfordshire. And we've got the hazel dormouse, which is our native dormouse, which likes to eat hazelnuts and live in hazel trees. This tree is great. So its ID points, that leaf for one, look at that. Quite a clear roundish shape with the drip tip. The bark is sort of smooth when it's young, but it doesn't peel like a silver birch bark and gets slightly more rough like at the back there as it gets older. If it's been coppiced, the stalks of a new growth, or the horizons as I sometimes know, grow up straight, often found in hedgerows or sometimes in things called coops. So a coop is when you get a whole load of these together in the same place, and it's like a farm for them. And the nuts, so this one here has obviously been cracked open. Now we can actually sometimes tell what's eaten them. Dormice, for example, cut a perfectly round hole. These nuts aren't quite ripe, and this one here you can see the shell that they're in, or the little like dress that's on top that protects them. In the earlier part of the year they'll have catkins, or later part of last year they'll have catkins, are big yellow flowers that are a couple of inches long, and small purple flowers. The purple flowers are the female flower, and it is there that we'll then find later in the year, or later in the season I should say, the growth season, we'll find those beautiful nuts. The male flower is the yellow catkin, and they're wind pollinated. Most trees are wind pollinated. Not all, but most, because they predate insects. And wind pollination, you can move tons of pollen in one go, which is why some people unfortunately get hay fever. But that is Corylus aviana, the hazel, used for mainly the nut. Loved for that nut, and indeed lots of new varieties have been grown for that nut, which is sometimes known as a filbert. So that's the Corylus aviana, the hazel, and that's another tree from the Great English Tree Search, and I'll see you again soon for another tree. Bye!